Hey guys, it's me Tara, and today I want to talk about making friends within the furry fandom. Now, unfortunately, this topic does get exaggerated quite a lot. When people talk about socializing in the furry fandom, the idea that is usually pushed to you is something along the lines of you will automatically get along with everyone you meet. Now, it should be said that most popular furry YouTubers who end up creating this kind of an idea don't do this maliciously. It's usually rose-tinted glasses or nostalgia that makes them give way more favorable and optimistic ideas than usual. The furry fandom is a community, it's not a hive mind. People have very different personalities, interests, values, communication styles, and social needs. Just because two people both happen to like anthropomorphic characters does not mean they are guaranteed to become friends on the spot. That's not how it works. Because at the end of the day, take off the fursuit, what do you have? A fellow human being, and we're all different creatures. Some of us are fairly chill people to hang around, and some of us are miserable dickheads. It's just how it is. Some of the people that you meet will become very close friends. Some will become casual acquaintances. Sure, it's not as good as a friend, but an acquaintance isn't a bad thing. I enjoy talking to my acquaintances from time to time, having a small little chat, playing a game or two, and then disappearing for a couple of weeks only to repeat it again. It's not a bad thing, it's actually pretty good. And some people you just simply will not click with at all. For some of you, this video may seem a little bit unnecessary since a lot of you, chances are, already have more than enough experience within the furry fandom to already know everything that I'm talking about. However, this does not go for everyone. And, to a certain extent, even veterans can forget about this. Now, the idea that, oh, because I myself am also a furry and they are also a furry, surely our chances of being compatible with each other, be it for friendship or any other kind of relationship, it must be higher than it normally would be. Which is not as correct as a lot of us end up thinking. Now, this comes from a very natural place. The more things you have similar with a person, the more likely you are to get along with them. That is true. But at the end of the day, take everything aside, the cute personas, the cool art, and so on and so forth, right? Take all of it away, you still have, at the end of the day, a human being. And not all of us are going to get along with each other. And when it comes to making connections in general, this is one of those instances that is going to apply to all social settings. Essentially, this video is a bit of a furry or not video, because regardless of if you're a furry or not, and you're watching this, chances are what I'm about to say is going to be a bit helpful to you when it comes to socializing. Now, before I continue, I would like to preface that I am speaking from personal experience. This is how it has worked for me as an individual. And if you and I are similar, dear viewer, then chances are it might also work for you, but obviously I can't guarantee you that. So don't take this as the gospel, just take this as a recommendation from someone. When it comes to making friends that are genuinely worth having as a friend, be it in a furry related setting or any other setting, again, furry or not, consistency is what you need to keep an eye out on. We have a tendency to over-exaggerate and over-complicate socialization, especially if you're like me and you have Asperger's syndrome or, in general, you're autistic. Because for us, social skills take much longer to develop than it does for neurotypical people. But as a result, we tend to over-exaggerate it. Here is what has worked out for me. When it comes to simplifying social behavior, simply pay attention to consistency. I'm not joking, 9 times out of 10, this is going to save you so much time separating from who is worth keeping as a friend and who is just a miserable dick that you should not be wasting any time with. Consistent behavior.
Get out of my sight. Get out of my sight.
The skit that you just saw is a simplified version of what I'm talking about. Simply pay attention to how they generally behave, consistently behave. And always remember, every now and again, people will have some bad days. This will happen to you, this will happen to them, this will happen to me. You know, it's natural, it happens. Sometimes you just wake up in the wrong side of the bed and you want to watch the world burn, you know? It just is what it is. But the way they react to it will also definitely play a role. So again, simply pay attention. Take a look at how consistently they behave. If they are consistently fairly chill, fairly relaxed, nice, likable people, keep them as a good acquaintance, right? And then, if they continue behaving that way for more than like a month or so, okay, now they can upgrade into the friendship status. If they do this for more than a year, that's best friend. And if they keep going and on, like surprisingly, they are just so consistent with their behavior, and it is a good form of behavior that you can work with, maybe you could even make them more than just a good friend. Maybe a best friend. If, you know, you happen to swing that way and they are interested, maybe you could even start a relationship, or so on and so forth. And mind you, this goes both ways. Friendship is a two-way street. If you're not willing to walk it, don't bother asking for it. Now, there are two more extremely important things that needs to be mentioned when you're in the pursuit of making friends and so on. Number one, don't be miserable to be around. Usually via being a negative Nancy. Number two, make the effort to actually hang out and spend time with them. Once again, just keep at the back of your mind that every now and again, there will be some bad days. It is what it is. You're just gonna wake up in the wrong side of the bed. Consistency is what you need to focus on and keep notes on, mental notes. How consistently do they behave this way, and so on and so forth. As for the second one, consistently making an effort to spend time with them is one of the quickest ways, and in my opinion, best ways of showing that you actually are interested. You're not talking to them for the sake of talking to them, or for the sake of getting rid of your boredom or something. Like, you're talking with them because, well, you actually do want to see if you can be friends with them. See how compatible the two of you are in terms of friendship and so on and so forth, you know? If you don't do that, chances are they're gonna start thinking, okay, he's just talking to me for the sake of talking to me, or he's talking to me because he's bored and nobody else is online or available at the time. And nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. Instead of over-complicating it, try to oversimplify it by simply focusing on their consistent behavior. For me, 9 times out of 10, that's how it's worked. Most of the amigos that I have right now that I genuinely love and enjoy spending my time with, all I had to do was simply be patient and see how they behave. Take mental notes. And if it's consistently one that I can vibe with, good, I'm gonna keep them as a friend, and I will be a good friend right back to them. And if it's the opposite way around, well, go fuck yourself. On to the next. Simple as that. And that is going to be about it for today. Thank you very much for watching this video. I intentionally skipped over the part of, but how will you find the fellow furry part, because that's very obvious. Do you really need me to explain that to you? I'm not gonna insult your intelligence. You already know how to do it. Hop on the internet, or go at a fur meet, or if you're feeling particularly courageous, go to a fur con and try that. Like, you already know that part of it. That's simple. But yeah, that's about it for today. I hope it was helpful, and I will see you again later some other time. Goodbye.